This week on Control Freaks, we take a look at steering wheels on the PC, check out some Oz game developers, and it's games, games, games. So unplug your console and plug into Control Freaks.
Great news for anyone that doesn't already own a console. Both Sony and Microsoft have announced price drops of their hardware to just $329. That's a saving of $70.
We're really excited about this announcement because with 750,000 PlayStation 2s now in homes, we intend to now move into the broad market. With PlayStation 1, we achieved sales of 2.6 million PlayStations in Australia. That's over a third of all households having a PlayStation.
Nintendo has held firm to its pricing of $329, but the GameCube does come bundled with the new Game Boy player, worth $100.
EA are to release EA Sports Rugby 2004, in line with the Rugby World Cup.
We've got it coming out on PS2 and PC in September, just in time for the World Cup. So with 3.5 billion people going to watch the Rugby World Cup this year, we think we're on a winner with EA Sports Rugby 2004.
Players will be able to take their team to victory in the fast-paced action of World Cup rugby, or hone their skills in the Super 12 and European domestic leagues.
This is XSN Sports.
In the US, Microsoft is introducing XSN Sports, which is a new range of sports games that you can play on Xbox Live.
And what you do is you go up to the web and you actually set up and organize your teams online on a website. And as you're playing on Xbox Live, all your stats, your scores, and the standings of the leagues that you play in get updated every 15 minutes on this website.
Xbox Live is currently under beta test in Australia, and the full service is expected to be available from October.
Nintendo's most anticipated sequel is finally here, with the release of The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. Set on the morning of his birthday, our hero Link barely has time to put on his green tights before he is whisked away by a bunch of misfit pirates on a mission to rescue his little sister from the evil wizard Ganon. This is classic Zelda at its best, with Link travelling through a cartoon-like animated adventure of puzzle-solving, sword-swinging and dungeon-hacking fun. As Link sails around the ocean, guided by a talking dragon boat, you get the sense of just how massive and detailed this world is. There are many islands to investigate, each with its own unique landscape. With varied water encounters and several major dungeons to complete, you are guaranteed of many hours of playing. Instead of piping a tune on the ocarina, Link has upgraded to a conductor's baton called the Wind Waker, which controls the wind and triggers other events. Link must complete many quests to gain the favour of the gods. Only then can he receive the ultimate weapon against evil and save the world. No doubt the biggest change has been the switch to cel-shaded graphics. A cartoon look that may not appeal to everyone at first, but it does grow on you. The combat system contains some serious enhancements, including the ability to use dropped enemy weapons, one-touch special moves, and weapons which can hit multiple targets. The musical score and sound effects, along with real-time lighting and superb facial animations, have added a greater sense of depth and feeling to the characters and their environment. The only downside here is the absence of character voices. If it's a good adventure you're looking for to test both your brain and action reflexes, then yet again, The Legend of Zelda will definitely have you hooked.
Piglet may be very small, but he puts on a brave face as he sets out to rescue his friends by turning their bad dreams into good ones. When Pooh, Tigger, Roo, Rabbit, Owl and Eeyore begin having dreams in which they lose their precious treasures, it's up to Piglet to save the day and find the missing items. Piglet's Big Adventure is available now on PlayStation 2 and Nintendo GameCube.
After the break, we go for a roll on the GBA and take the wheel for a spin on the PC.
Mamma mia! We're watching Control Freaks! Woohoo! Is her husband really alive?
She's sitting over there right now, waiting for him to show up.
Monday, will she see the father of her child again?
He's dead.
Hey, Jess, don't.
Or is her life in danger? A heart-stopping Home and Away, Monday.
If you're a big business, a small business, or have a home office, stock up on stationery and office supplies at the mid-year sale at your local newsagent. Everything you need is in these 16-page catalogues. A pack of 10 Mag Media recordable CDs for $3.99. From Sovereign, a pack of 10 A4 spiral-bound notebooks, $5.95. 13 pocket A4 expanding files for $2.95. And 50 deluxe Australian-made suspension files for $16.95. Get down to business at the mid-year sale at your local newsagent.
Don't accept imitations. Real chicken, real bacon. The Real Bacon Burger. Only at Red Rooster.
Thought this was the only way to get firmer skin? Think again. New Garnier Body Tonic. Our first firming body lotion with fruit essences. Just smooth on for intensely moisturised skin. And better still, in just 7 days, skin is visibly firmer, more toned. Proven by dermatologists and by me. New Garnier Body Tonic. Be firmer with your skin every day.
When his wife got the perfect job, Charlie saw the perfect opportunity.
Daycare center.
I give it 3 days.
Eddie Murphy.
I'll be just as careful with them as I am with Ben. Oh, hey, man, don't be just rubbing your head into stuff.
Daddy Daycare.
At cinemas June 26.
With more colloquial cliches than an outback pub, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger brings a big dose of Ocker Aussie culture to the gaming world, and it's just bonza. The feisty Ty jumps, runs, bites and rangs his way through portals full of magical levels. He must track down rare thunder eggs needed to obtain the 5 talismans required to free his family. Every level has 8 goals to complete, although 4 of these objectives are always the same. Collect 300 opals, rescue 5 bilbies, complete a timed race and beat the boss.
Soon unimaginable power will be mine. Mine.
Ty has 12 different boomerangs to be earned and mastered, each with their own special purpose. Luckily, controlling Ty is simple, with new moves easy to learn, keeping the game flowing at a steady pace. Whilst providing a cleverly presented twist on a very familiar style of 3D platform game, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger is not particularly challenging, with enemies easily targeted and defeated, even when on the run. With a great script and storyline, the voices are definitely a highlight, as Ty comes across a cast of quirky Australian characters who will have you laughing with their cheeky antics and colourful conversation.
Sounds like you've got a fair dinkum adventure ahead of you, mate.
The background scenery is a showcase of Australian landscapes, rich in colour and with detail that may not be noticed at first glance. No Aussie icon has been forgotten, right down to the outdoor dunny, which serves as a continue point should Ty bite the proverbial dust. Comical cutscenes merge seamlessly into the flow of the game. Best of all, you can fast forward through them if you want to get straight back into the action.
No!
A fair dinkum Aussie extravaganza, definitely worth playing. If you're looking for a handheld RPG packed with turn-based menu-driven combat, then Golden Sun, The Lost Age delivers. The almost too lengthy opening recap provides all the background you need to catch up on the story behind the Golden Sun series. Your team of travellers continues the journey while battling a range of enemies using well-animated physical attacks, magical element-based synergy and the ability to unleash special moves performed by your djinn. Golden Sun, The Lost Age's graphics and gameplay have surpassed its predecessor's high level of quality. Our rating for this GBA game, 4.5 stars.
To keep this game going.
In this eye-catching release, ice hockey finals are in your hands, and you can experience the sweet taste of victory, even if it takes a few knocks and bruises to get you there.
Kevich carries it past the red line, and he takes a wrist shot. The Florida Panthers.
ESPN is right behind this game, so playing and listening to it is almost like watching the real thing, not to mention the camera angles and player moves that mimic a real-life broadcast. The fast pace of gameplay means keep your eye on the puck or duck. We gave National Hockey League 2K3 3.5 stars. In Monkey Ball Junior, you have to guide your ball through 60 progressively difficult floors filled with steps, bumps, moving platforms and more. It's addictive, challenging, infuriating and fun. The 4 mini-games are great, especially in multiplayer mode, and help you to calm down after another hour on that tricky level. These include Monkey Bowling, Monkey Fight, Monkey Golf, and Monkey Duel. This game may send you bananas, but you'll have a ball. Super Monkey Ball Junior rocks. Well, rolls. 4 stars. The Control Freaks PC Gaming Update, brought to you by the Intel Pentium 4 processor with hyper-threading technology. Turbo boost your performance. This week we have the 3 hottest driving simulation wheels for use on your PC. Thrustmaster takes pole position with their Ferrari GT and F1 force feedback racing wheels. Both of these USB wheels have solid rubber hand grips, easy to reach column and dash gear shifters, and a sturdy pair of polished aluminium foot pedals that you won't miss when you need to stomp one for a sharp turn. The F1 is modelled on Michael Schumacher's championship-winning Ferrari cockpit, and at $229, it's probably the closest you'll come to the real thing. Thrustmaster's main competitor is the Logitech Momo Racing Force for $249, with a massive 240 degrees of rotation and 6 fully programmable buttons that are handy for your own customised setups. The stick shifter gives especially sweet action on stock car, rally and GT games, and the oversized pedal base has a unique gripping system that prevents slipping on carpets. Next week, we check out the top 3 driving sims, so you get the most out of your wheel. The Control Freaks PC Gaming Update, brought to you by the Intel Pentium 4 processor with hyper-threading technology. Turbo boost your performance.
Thrustmaster have parked a set of wheels at the Control Freaks office, and although it caused a few arguments, we've decided to give one away. All you have to do is tell us in 25 words or less why Thrustmaster are the #1 wheels in Australia. Send your answers to the address below and you could be the lucky winner of a Ferrari Force Feedback GT, a steering wheel for PC valued at over $200. Entries close 21st of June, so get cracking.
Next on Control Freaks, we talk to Australia's development community about the local industry.
Control Freaks!
If you're mad 24/7,
Thursday,
let's house skate.
it's Extreme Darren's wickedest stunts yet. Plus, lifestyle shows get the big chomp.
We've made it dual occupancy.
7's Big Bite, Thursday, 7:30.
Thank you, and welcome again to the Muppet Show.
It was the zaniest show on television.
Would you sing a song just for moi?
Introducing the one and only, the original. The best of the Muppet Show collection, exclusive to Time Life.
Piggies and Dinglefins.
All right, so my typing is bad.
Call 1-300-300-353 now, and we'll send you your first Muppet video. Pay by credit card, and we'll throw in a second video absolutely free. See all your favorite stars.
Doesn't look like a princess to me.
Watch it, hardware.
That's 2 complete uncut Muppet videos for only $29.95. But that's not all. Call within the next 10 minutes and we'll cut $10 off the price. Pay by credit card and you'll receive 2 hilarious videos for only $19.95.
Pigs in space.
Laugh again at all your favorite skits. And see extra footage never before released on TV.
I am your guest!
This is your guest!
I've seen enough. Let's leave.
Then preview other great Muppet videos. Keep only those that you want. Cancel anytime.
Trust me.
Remember, call in the next 10 minutes with your credit card order and get these 2 funny, fabulous videos for only $19.95.
Wow, this is terrific.
The best of the Muppet Show is not available in stores, so don't wait. Call 1-300-300-353 within the next 10 minutes to start your Best of the Muppet Show collection for only $19.95. Pay by credit card and you'll also receive a second hilarious Muppet video absolutely free. That's almost $60 value for only $19.95. Call 1-300-300-353 now.
See you later, alligator.
Effie Babes, beauty is a curse, and you've got it.
Defreed. Comedy mastermind Ben Elton hits the roof with Jackie O and legend Kieran Perkins.
You've still got spring in your roll.
What?
Thursday on 7.
EA Sports has again captured all the groove and style of American street basketball in the new NBA Street Volume 2. These characters have the attitude, the moves, and the grit of street basketballers. From high-flying dunks to defense that could stop a freight train, these guys have the goods. To win is the name of the game. In Street 2, you can win big. Sure, you could shoot a lazy jump shot to score, but why not set up a few trick moves and then go the big slam dunk? With stacks of courts to play on, from shooting hoops in New York or even landing a three-point bomb at Manhattan, the 11 authentic urban worlds keep it real. The controls to this game are not complicated, but to complete all the advanced moves, you'll need to know your way around the controller. Although there is a street school feature, which teaches you the moves, learning during gameplay is great fun. With different difficulty levels, easy may not be the challenge you're after, but crank it up a notch and gameplay does get quite hard. NBA Street 2 again offers all new electrifying moves, so confuse your opponent with Back to Papa or dazzle them all with a game-breaker dunk.
Classic hits like Ice Cube, America's Small, Dilated, Extra, Extra, Beat the front edge.
Use all the moves you can to keep your side racking up the points. Here at Control Freaks, we think NBA Street 2 has definitely got game.
Big names dominate the interactive entertainment industry, yet the humble developer is quite often overlooked. Without their talents, passion and hard work, video games would not exist. Australia has always had a healthy, albeit small, development community. Over the next 2 weeks, we talk to the members of the Australian Game Developers Association about its major achievements and what the future holds for games down under.
The main aims of the GDAA are to increase the profile of the Australian game developers industry, both in Australia and in the world market.
The Australian game industry at the moment is a very exciting place to be. There are 10, 12 more very professional, very serious developers, most of whom are represented at this show.
Hi, my name is John Pasfeld. I'm Director of Development at Chrome Studios. We're a Brisbane-based company formed in 1999. In the last 3 years, we've developed 6 titles on PlayStation, PC, Dreamcast, Xbox, GameCube, and PlayStation 2.
Looking around at some of the big screens at this show, there's a lot of first-rate Australian content, and as an industry in Australia, we're really trying to build a reputation for quality titles, and more we're seeing games coming out on the world stage with bigger budgets, bigger teams, and as always, the focus very much on quality.
Australian developers have been working on an international level for more than 20 years. It's a fact that not many people realise.
Prior to Chrome Studios, we've been in the business since 1993. Back then it was a really small, basically small development community. In Brisbane there was probably about under 10 developers. Now, in the last, I guess, 10 years, it's grown to at least 250 developers just in Brisbane alone.
In 1999, a group of Australian developers got together and identified that if we were going to be successful in growing our industry and making our mark on the world market, that we would have to take some action.
G'day, mate.
It's time you knew the truth.
Next week on Control Freaks, Australia's development community considers its outlook for the future.
This year at E3, as an Australian developer, it's a really exciting place to be.
Coming up on Control Freaks, our retro pick for this week, and we go for a midnight drive.
Control Freaks.
When can you use your high beam? When you want to annoy someone in front.
And if you think they'll fail the theory test miserably, wait till you see them with a qualified instructor.
A fair bit more work before you could actually regard her as being safe.
What does he know anyway?
Australia's worst driver tonight.
The size of a business card. One of the world's smallest and lightest digitals with a 3 times optical zoom. Pentax super multi-coated glass lens. 3.2 megapixels. Pentax image quality. It even records sound.
Make no mistake.
Pentax Optio S. $899 at these camera dealers now.
Bad news for all GST fans. Right now, Dare Gallery is a GST-free zone. We'll pay the GST for you. That's 10% off everything. Try getting Freedom or IKEA to do that. Dare Gallery. Just compare. We dare you.
In every one of our many offices around Melbourne, we're rolling out the red carpet when you sell with Barry Plant Doherty Real Estate. Experience our red carpet treatment by contacting your nearest Barry Plant Doherty office today.
Your home ever been broken into? If it hasn't, chances are sometime in the future it may happen. Don't be next. You need an alarm system. You want an alarm system. And now you can have an alarm system from Modern Streamline Security for as little as $99 plus monitoring. That's right, just $99. 24-hour protection from Moderns and Chubb. And if you ring within the next 5 minutes, installation charges are free. Don't miss out. Ring Moderns now, 1311 78. That's 1311 78.
Modern are the best, call us now.
Rev up your PS2, it's time for a tyre-spinning, nitro-boosting rush as you tear up the streets of Los Angeles, Paris and Tokyo in Midnight Club 2. Race your way to the top, unlocking over 30 vehicles as you progress through the career mode, or kick back in arcade mode and enjoy the cars you've won. The pressure is on as you only advance if you finish first. With everything happening at breakneck speeds, it really gets the adrenaline cranking.
Get away from me!
Compete against single cars, time trials, then against multiple opponents, with AI that's so real it's almost creepy at times. Enemy drivers actually make believable mistakes and give you heaps of attitude.
You ready to shine my bumper, idiota?
There's an incredible amount of graphical detail, with the city streets bustling full of people and every possible type of vehicle. Bringing it up a gear or two is the lighting and explosion effects. Take out a gas station and just watch the mayhem. With a trance and progressive house soundtrack pumping out of your car stereo, travel at top speeds doing insane jumps, discovering underground routes, and, if all else fails, smash your way through buildings in order to make the necessary shortcuts. This is furiously fast driving action which keeps you on the edge of your seat making split-second decisions. Midnight Club 2 has a very non-linear feel in comparison to a normal racer. Don't just stick to the track to win, but open up new shortcuts or jumps and win with style. This is a challenging game that at times is difficult, but all in the right places. Midnight Club 2 will keep you up well past your bedtime with loads of arcade-style fun.
Not bad, but I'm just being kind.
Wipeout, with its incredible futuristic graphics and music by well-known ambient music acts, was quickly identified as the best game on the PS1. And it was reported that shortly after its launch, a copy of the game was being bought with every new PlayStation. The game set new standards for graphics, design and sound, enlisting the artistic talents of the Designer Republic and music from the Chemical Brothers and Left Field. This was the first time that game developers looked outside their own offices for greater creative input. Psygnosis changed the way games are made, and their legacy still lives on.
Well, that's a wrap for Control Freaks this week. Tune in same time next week for part 2 of the report on the Australian development community and a first look at EA's E3 lineup, plus all the latest news, the best reviews, and everything else from the world of interactive entertainment.